I've had a lot of people ask me, what is a peep behind the scenes?
Getting that blend of style and look and then functionality has been several hours.
We're watching this young girl, Nora, actually go through real life.
You know that a song is good when you start to feel the character.
This is going to be a challenge because we have a lot of acrobatics and just dance styles in general that we haven't really done before.
I've actually been waiting about 5 years to produce A Peep Behind the Scenes. It's a musical that's based off of the book that was written in 1800. We're watching this young girl, Nora, actually go through real life. She runs off with a young man believing that all of her dreams are going to come true by joining this musical dramatic troupe. So there is some grandeur and some wow factor, of course, that you'd expect to see in a production, but really it's more of a humanities story as we go through the journey of Nora and her young daughter Rosalie and how she longs to have her daughter Rosalie really saved out of this difficult life.
As somebody who's been involved in the arts and with theater and seen that up close and personal, I've seen so many people get caught up in themselves.
It was a tough one because of some of the subject matter is a lot heavier, and I didn't want it to feel contrived or fluffy in any way. I needed it to feel real, a little gritty.
A song in the second act that Augustus's character sings, and he's the character who he's in it for himself the whole time.
Nora, the first time I held her tight.
He just recommits himself to his own path.
But the wheel turns round, and the plot moves on, and the plans she made in life are like her.
It's a great song, it's very compelling. It's also a very sobering song.
This production is going to stretch us, and we're excited about that. Stretch us dramatically, musically, also with the sets. We're going to be doing things we've never done before.
Probably the most difficult piece, I guess you could say, for this production, Peep Behind the Scenes, is going to be the gypsy wagon.
A lot of intimate things happen in the wagon. You don't want to have that element of separation at all. You want to feel like we're seeing straight into it.
So what we've decided with the gypsy wagon to be able to accomplish all of those different things, so form and function, is going to be to, instead of having a 4-wall design, we're going to go with 3. Other side wall, we're basically going to break it away and leave it more open.
So that's going to be an element that we're going to bring through all the time. We're giving the audience a feeling of, oh, you get to see a place that nobody else sees and see what actually goes on behind the scenes.
And so this is going to be Victorian era, and so we're going to be incorporating a lot of that kind of a look and feel, not just in the architecture and the interiors, but then also obviously the costumes, props, it blend over the entire thing.
We are busy in design and construction of Peep costumes right now. We've been sketching, pulling fabric, looking at patterns, and actually putting the pieces together.
The costumes, the choreography, the amount of work that it takes to bring a production like this together is mammoth.
This is going to be a challenge because we have a lot of acrobatics and just dance styles in general that we haven't really done before.
This is a dress for Nora's sister Lucy. In the story, Lucy is Nora's little sister who's chosen a more upright path than Nora. You can see she's a warm and inviting character, a little bit more wealthy than Nora has ended up being at this point in her life.
We have to do lots of conditioning, so we have to work on the acrobatic side of things. Also just branching outside of the more balletic elements that we've done before and get used to that musical theater.
I think the beauty of this story of Jesus Christ being our shepherd who guides us through life, and that's not just through the happy times, that's even through the valley of the shadow of death, but then also to rejoice in the fact that the Academy of Arts was founded almost 50 years ago to give a place for young people, kind of like the character of Nora, who have these incredible gifts, but not to have them go and spend their life for nothing and giving their gifts for entertainment or for money or for pleasure, but to give their gifts to communicate hope and light. Every single ticket that you buy to the Logos Theater helps to support our mission of making the Bible come alive to the next generation, and we hope that you make your plans to see this one-of-a-kind musical that you cannot see anywhere else but on the Logos Theater stage. That's A Peep Behind the Scenes, coming to you this spring.